was debating about making this video a long time ago. Um, and today I'm loud when I have to be. I'm talkative when I have to be. But when I'm by myself, I try to, keep myself entertained with my thoughts and just enjoying life. Today I woke up and as I was thinking yesterday what to do today, I woke up this morning, 5 a.m., and I sat down. And when I woke up and I was sitting down on the couch, my TV was still on and I was on YouTube and I was watching podcasts, Joe Rogan, and I came across with this little snippet of this guy named Oliver Anthony. And it was crazy. He had he apparently he's an artist, and what's funny is that I listened to the podcast, and that video dropped me into another video of his life and how he was coming up. I'm a couple years older than Oliver, and I was thinking to myself as I was watching and listening to his story, how there's a point where he hit like rock bottom and he just didn't know what to do. And he was just, after he was really, really tired and he hit rock bottom, he he asked God, he prayed, and you know, and that reminded me of me. Um, it's just funny how things work to find out, to see that message, because I remember there was a point in time in my life where I had hit rock bottom and I felt very lost. And let me tell y'all what, I'm not a religious person. I grew up in the church with my family. I would go on Sundays and go, but as a kid, you don't know what's going on. Me, but I've always believed in God. And that's funny. And I'm not a religious person. Like I say, my channel has nothing to do with religion and whatnot. It just happens to do with my life and what I do with my family, my friends, and what I like. And today, I was just sharing because I could relate. Because there was a point in time, like I say, I was lost, and I asked God, I'm like, hey man, just like I'm talking to you guys, I just like, there was a point where I didn't know what to do with myself. There was a point growing up where I thought to myself, and it led to a lot of events. Like I didn't know what anxiety was, being depressed, because where I come from, where I was raised, or the time I was being raised, depression and anxiety wasn't really talked about like it is now. I wish it was. I really wish it was. In bad, I was in a bad mental state too, and my mental health was not the best. I had I had a daughter when I was 18. I left my home young, and I was working at a dead end job that I didn't like. I had no college education. I didn't have no degree, no nothing. And being a firstborn in a Hispanic household, going to college is a big thing. And I was supposed to be that guy, but I didn't. So there was a point where I thought I was lost, and I was in debt. I had no education. My job sucked. I was a young parent. I didn't know what to do. And I hit I hit rock bottom. And there was a point where I started drinking a bit. Not a lot, but more than I usually. And and I'll tell you what, it doesn't it doesn't go away. Drinking, it just doesn't go away. Yeah, it'll just numb the pain, numb the feelings for a little bit, but that's about it. And there was a point I was so scared. I didn't want to go nowhere. I was in my room, my family, my friends, my parents, my sister, my brothers. Everybody was living their life. And I was stuck in a room with my thoughts. And I couldn't get these. I'm straight up say, like, there was a point where I had these suicidal thoughts. And I was like, I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to think like this. And I didn't know what to do, y'all. And there's a point, and I have a picture of my daughter when she was very small, that she had just left to go play with her aunts, playing at this little mini golf, and I stayed home. And that's when I thought, I was like, what's the point of living like this if I feel miserable every time? I feel sad. I feel lonely. I feel like the walls around me were just closing in, right? And I didn't know who to talk. I could have talked to my parents, but I didn't want to. I was more embarrassed to talk to them. I don't know why. I didn't know nothing about counselors or nothing. It's just when I was growing up, we don't believe in that. I was never taught that, and it's tough, and it's hard for me to say this, but it's also a good thing to remind myself how far I've come. But I didn't do nothing. I stood there numb, and I decided to push. Something just clicked in my brain, and I told myself, and I remember, I remember just praying and saying, God, please help me. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's expected from me. There must be a purpose for me. That's why I'm here. I have to show some value to somebody. I have to try at least to help somebody. If it not just in, if I can't help, but then I was thinking to myself, if I can't help myself, how can I help others? But I just prayed, man. I just prayed, and I was like, Joe, just to help me push through this little by little, and I'll be the best and positive person in the world. I try to be the best version of myself, and I'd be grateful for every single breath I take, for every single everything. And I know it wasn't gonna be easy, but you gotta, I had to try. So, man, boy, I got humbled real quick. I asked for help, and I got more than enough. Was there always trials? Was there, yeah, but I kept pushing forward. I, I just kept pushing forward. I couldn't, if something got hard, I didn't give up. So I got better. I got help. I started talking to people how I felt, my issues. I became more open minded. I, 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 I learned to make peace with myself. I thank God every day. I was so close. I just asked for somebody, I just asked for help. That's all I did. I just talked to somebody. Might have not been a professional, but man upstairs, he helped me so much, and he's been helping me with all these years. There have been, and still to this day, there's ups and downs, but I know what I have to do, and it hasn't been a walk in the park. So I kept pushing. I I learned to appreciate life. appreciate every single day, appreciate people around me. I learned to be a more positive person. Do I worry? Yes, but I learn. I've been working on that, and it's getting way much better. I push myself. The first test I got was started to change my life around. I went back to school. I got I went to community college, then a 4-year university. I got a bachelor's degree. I got an associate's and a bachelor's degree in fine arts, learning different cultures, and I started meeting new people, and I started just being like a more positive person, started helping others, telling my experiences, they tell me theirs. And a lot of people were younger than me, people were my age, older than me, and it was and I was just like, yo, I was just more open minded. And then my second test, I guess, was to see got hurt. I went into surgery. I had to come back and I had to heal. It took me about a year. I can't push it. And then while I was still trying to better myself, I had to help raise my daughter. And, there was a point where I wanted to be involved in my daughter, like to ask her how she was doing, because I didn't get asked how I was doing growing up. Or if I did, I would just be like, okay, fine. But my parents never insisted, to know more about me. But I made an effort to know more about my daughter. And we've built a great relationship. And so was a good help that I asked to be a better dad. And I think I've been doing it. And I've been succeeding. And I'm still learning. Then my thoughts came back, but I knew what was happening, and I knew I couldn't give up. I've come so far that I had to push myself and get help, and I did, and I asked for help, and now I talk to counselor, and it helps so much with my mental state. I learned how to meditate. I learned how to, live in the present moments and be thankful for everything I have. And as I was going, I was getting better. I graduated. I was doing projects, in film and like theater and stuff, and my work was getting better. And then my my mother gets sick, and I mean, I didn't know what was it since she's lived with a lot of like, you know, chronic and whatnot. So it was always been minor stuff. But then my mother got sick, and in 2018, she was told that she had colon cancer. It was a scary time for her, for all of us. My Both of my parents, but especially my mother, has been very a strong woman. She is she is the reason why we're so mentally strong, mentally tough. Um, Believe it or not, she was the person that helped me overcome my speech impediment, my stage fright. She helped me be a very confident person in myself. In that same time, my mother being the person that she is, she didn't give up. She pushed. She went through her treatment. She got surgery. She kept on going. She just pushed. And like I said, she wasn't scared. She was just like scared at the beginning, but she knew that she was gonna. She goes. She told herself, "I'm not done here. I still got a lot of things to show y'all. I got to see a lot of things from y'all." And so her positivity, her energy, and let's be real, y'all, her faith in God, I mean, that's what kept her moving. So she went, everything, and that's when back again, like I said, it was another test. I almost broke again, y'all, but I couldn't. The person that raised me to be this this tough individual, you know, I to me my mom is like it's like Superman. Superman don't die. I came home that night after I said that, and I thank God for another day. I thank God for everything, and I just told him, I'm like, man, I just said, I just, I was like, what happened? I've done, I've done everything. I mean, I've done everything to the best of my ability. I I'm a good person. Cause no harm. I help others. I don't ask for nothing. I give thanks. I help. You know, and I sat there and I go, man, like, what do I have to do? I mean, I was like, I was like, straight up on my knees, and I said, bro, she's Superman. Superman don't die. I said, thank you, man. Thank you for giving her to me. And I said, I still believe. I still have faith, man. But I said, I said, hey, if you help my mom get over this, I'm gonna be the best version of myself. I don't care how many people have tried to discredit you and be like God don't exist and all that type. I told him to believe. I told him you don't have to go to church. You don't have. I said you don't have to read the Bible if you don't want. Just have faith. I've always had faith. Always, and I said, man, I said I promise. I'll be the best version of myself, regardless of whatever people say or I hear. And I told him, I'm gonna go back home to my mama's roots. And there's this big temple. And I told him, please, I will go back to my mama's home in that temple that she grew up going as a little girl, on my knees. And I'll be like, thank you, you know? And I go, and even if not, whatever happens, I still go back home and say thank you. And it's just hard to talk about it because we're in 2024. It's been what, like 6 years, 7 years? My mom's been cancer free. She beat it. And that was, for me, it was right there, it was a big moment in my life. That he didn't let me die when I was 21, 22. He guided me to get a better education, be a better dad. In the moments when we all needed him. For my mother, he came through. I mean, he's done so much. He's taken care of my brothers, myself, and everything. And then even today, when I was like, I told him, I was like, God, just keep on guiding me, man. Because there's sometimes, y'all, I get lost. And I go, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? And then all of a sudden, I see this video of this guy named Oliver Anthony. And it just hit me. I'm like, hey, man, God works mysterious ways. It came back to me like, hey, man. So I took it like, I'm doing the right thing. I just keep on going, keep on helping, keep on creating these videos, keep on telling people, keep on enjoying life, being the best person of myself and being a good person. So, like I say, y'all, God has humbled me so much. And I've tried to be the best person, the best version of myself. And I'm just saying, y'all, there's always someone you can talk to. I'm not trying to put religion and everything down people's throats or nothing like that. I'm just saying what happened to me. I could relate to a point to Oliver Anthony, and it's power of prayer, man. It's been really good to me. I mean, just saying, But yeah, I've been through some stuff, and I've been lost. But I've been found, and I've been lost many times, and I've been found again. And I'm just saying, just keep your mind right, y'all. Stay positive, stay focused, and be thankful every single day for the family you got, your friends, your loved ones, your health, yourself. And also there was a point where I had a little health scare of my own, and it literally it sent people to me, literally. There was people there to guide me. And I thank God every day because I got better. Still working on it, but I'm getting better myself. And if it wasn't for those people that somehow just landed right there at the right time, I don't know, man. I don't know where I'd be at. I don't know. I'd probably be here still, but not in this condition. So I'm just saying, y'all, just be thankful, y'all. Let's just take care of one of each other. Be kind to the next person you see, and be kind to those around you. Love your family. Love your kids. Love your wife, your husbands, aunts, uncles. Even when you go to work and you want to go, man, you never know. Just be thankful for what you got. Trust me. It's helped not just me, but everybody around me. So yeah. Anyways, y'all, I just want to share a little story of how I've been humbled throughout my life, growing up, and part of me, because this, like I say, this channel is just get to know who I am and what I'm all about. Anyways, y'all, sorry y'all to see all this like crying and whatnot, but it's just very like it was very personal and deep to me. But anyways, y'all have a good day. Take care, be kind, and y'all stay safe. Peace.